Shalom. First off, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahapashakadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS who have taught us this word and teach us this word today. And I want to give a salutation unto the elect of the nation of Israel. This is the brother Yatazakbal with the GMS Nebraska camp. This is GMS Endeavor. And in this lesson, I want to go over something that I was meditating upon, an aspect of the kingdom, an aspect of the new covenant that we are going to come into, which is eternal life. When you read in 1 John chapter 2 verse 25, it says, and this is the promise that he hath promised us, even eternal life. What's going to allow us to live eternal life? Well, under the new covenant, righteousness is going to be written in our inward parts. The law, worshiping and following the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai is going to be natural. It's going to be second nature, so to speak, and we won't be able to sin. Sin is the wages of death, but if we don't sin, we will have gained victory over death, as it reads in 1 Corinthians chapter 15. So with us gaining victory over death, we will live eternally in the kingdom. We will be immortals. Now, within that, I was meditating upon time, how in this current rulership, in this current kingdom that we're in these current bodies that we're in, time is a stress for us. It's something that we feel like we don't have enough of. It's something that we're always worried about. We work these jobs where majority of our time is going to keeping Esau's kingdom running. Majority of our time is going to these jobs, and then of course we have to give our time unto the Lord, before or after work. You know what I'm saying? To give Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai our proper attention, our proper energy, and then outside of that, whatever free time we have, of course we need our time to sleep, but to actually live life is a very small amount of time that we have. And what I mean by living life, I mean truly resting, truly being able to chill. Really, we don't get to do that in this kingdom, because most of the time after you're done with your necessities for the day, you're preparing for the necessities of the next day. And so we're steady in a just a rat wheel, or that hamster wheel, I mean to say, of just work, and then it's the same thing every day, and we really don't have time to do the things that we would like to do. But in the kingdom, that isn't going to be the case, because as the scriptures say in 2 Ezra chapter 8 verse 52, it says, for unto you is paradise opened, the tree of life is planted, the time to come is prepared, plenteousness is made ready, a city is builded, and rest is allowed, yea, perfect goodness and wisdom. And what this is saying is that in the kingdom, rest is allowed. In this current world, you have to earn rest. You have to work for years and then retire. And once you get to retirement age, your body is at a state to where you can't even really enjoy retirement. Or I'll take your vacation hours you have at work, for example, where I can speak for my job. We get 2 weeks of vacation a year. Now, when you let's say you take 1 week at a time, and during that week of vacation you go and travel somewhere, you go and travel to somewhere you want to go, and in the States, or travel overseas somewhere, you have that week to enjoy what you're enjoying, that week to chill, and then you're right back to it. A week is nothing. A week is gonna fly by like that, and then you're right back to the same thing. That's not rest. That's not truly living. The Lord created the earth. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai created this earth so that we could enjoy the fruits of it, so that we could cultivate it, so that we can prosper in the earth. And while we are under servitude toward Esau, the so-called white man, we can't truly live the way that we would like to. But once we're in the kingdom, that rest will be allowed. Once we're in the kingdom, we won't have to worry about running out of time. We won't have to worry about not having enough time in the day. Why? Because we will live forever. So it's nothing to truly sit back and enjoy something and not have to worry about, not have to worry about the fleeting time. It won't be a stress to watch your child grow up. It won't be, you know, uh, life isn't just going to be this miserable experience as it is in this kingdom. Let's get Isaiah chapter 35 and verse 10. It says, "And the ransomed of the Lord shall return and come to Zion with songs and everlasting joy upon their heads. They shall obtain joy and gladness, and sorrow and sighing shall flee away." Right? The elect, the first fruits of the kingdom, they are those who are sighing and crying for the abominations done in the midst. But really, just outside of the elect, really all the inhabitants of this earth are in a miserable state. You have those who are enjoying life more than the elect. You have people who are enjoying life more than others, especially the elites, the people who are in rulership. But I mean, our nation in general. We're not living. We're in our hell right now. And so once the kingdom comes, that's going to be true joy and gladness. The scriptures speak about how well, let's grab it, Salakia, because I'm a roughly paraphrase that. Revelation chapter 21 verse 4, it says, "And the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away." So there will be no more sadness. There will be no more stress. There will be no more having to worry about nothing. Our body's constantly in a state of fight or flight. That's not going to be a thing in the kingdom. We're going to be able to truly chill. It's not going to be a thing to where we have to rush, to where we have to get to the next thing. We'll be able to really take in all the experiences that we are experiencing. We'll be able to live the way that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai intended for us to live, and take our time with things, ingest things. Hey, the scriptures tell us, let's get I believe it's Luke chapter 14. It's like Luke 14 and 2. Nope, that's not it. I'm gonna just look it up like this. John chapter 14 verse 2, it says, "In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you." And what's that place? That's speaking about the kingdom. Now it says that there are many mansions. That's not talking about literal mansions. Those mansions represent planets. Brothers are going to be able to go to different planets. And do you think brothers, when they get to those planets, they're not going to explore and see what that planet has to offer, experience the things that planet has to offer? No. Brothers are going to be able to do that, and it's going to take time to do that, and that's okay. Why? Because this is immortality that we're talking about. This is a long time we're talking about, and so we're going to be able to experience all the things that life has to offer, all the good joy and beautiful things that Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai has created for us. And we're going to, this is beautiful. This is a beautiful thing. And you have some people that can't, well, I won't say any of us can really fathom immortality, because all we know is this current experience. All we know is these carnal bodies. But you have some people that think of immortality and they see it as a bad thing. Primarily, I hear that from Esau a lot. Esau thinks of immortality and they think that that's just, bad. Like, you wouldn't want to live forever. Now, I would say in this current world, no, I wouldn't want to live forever in this current world. Because this is our suffering. This is terrible. It's a terrible place to live. But in the kingdom, you're going to want to live forever, because, like it said in Revelation chapter 21 verse 4, there is no suffering, there is no death, there is no crying. It's like a utopia. It's the perfect place to be. There will be no pain. So that's just that's I was just meditating upon that, and that was beautiful to me, how time won't be a thing to stress about. It's not going to be a thing to where we gotta hurry up and do nothing, a thing to where we stressing because a deadline is coming up. or because we're worried about our life clock. That's why people in this current world, people make like a bucket list to try and hurry up and do the things that they want to do in their life before it's over. But hey, our bucket list could go on forever in the kingdom, because we're gonna be able to do whatever we want to do in righteousness. We're gonna be able to experience whatever we want to experience, and it's gonna be beautiful, man. So hey, that's all I want to grab in this lesson. Lord's will was edifying. Hey, we gotta strive for the kingdom. Hey, all Israel is gonna be in the kingdom eventually, but we want to strive to be the elect. We want to strive to be those first fruits, because some are gonna be in the kingdom and wake up let's grab that, and then we can close out. The scriptures say in Daniel chapter 12 verse 2, and many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life and some to shame and everlasting contempt. For those who are 2/3 on this side, and they once they are reincarnated in the kingdom, of course they're gonna be good. They're gonna be in that same utopia, reaping the benefits of being an Israelite, being in the kingdom. Of course the 2/3 are going to experience that once they are reincarnated in their righteous bodies, but they're going to know the wickedness that they did on this side. They're going to know that they came against those who are a part of the elect. They aren't going to be on the same status and the same level as the governing body, as the 144,000, as the elect, as those who conquered this place. They're not going to be on the same level, and that's why we want to strive for that. We want that. We want to be a part of that governing body. We want to be a part of those people who win on the first go around. So hey, that's all I wanted to grab with this lesson. Lord's will, it was edifying. Once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahawah Hakodash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS, and a salutation unto the elect.